If you are not an influencer in the age of influencers, if you are not an influencer, you are going to be influenced. If you are not, you have not positioned yourself as an influencer, you are being influenced. It is happening right now. In the world that we live in the world of social media, in the world of celebrities, in the world of popular opinion, in the world of multiple voices and multiple philosophers, there are those who are influencers, there are those who are being influenced. And those that are influencers are those that, number one, believe in themselves. They believe in themselves. They're not shy about who they are. Amen. And number two, they believe in their message, and they believe in what they have to say. Amen. Amen. And they believe it is worth saying. And it doesn't matter how many people might negate or dispute or contradict what they have to say. They say what they want to say and what they believe in, regardless, because they believe in their message. And they believe, thirdly, maybe, they believe in their voice. They believe my voice is valid. My voice needs to be heard. It's amazing today how many people, you and I might think they don't even have a message, but once they've found their voice and they have validated their voices and they have put their voices out there, how many people actually speak, project, and have following, and therefore end up influencing so many other people. And these are people that would otherwise have been nobodies had there not been a platform that gives them the permission to express their voices. Amen. What governments all over the world are currently working on, and you need to understand this because this is part of the agenda. What governments all over the world are currently working on is how to manage and control, and to some degree, how to censor the many voices and the many opinions all over the globe. So how to control these voices and the messages that they speak. Because if you don't do that, then everybody does whatever they believe, and there'll be stronger voices against the ruling governments all over the world. That is part of the global agenda. How to control. The reason we all feel we are being followed, we all feel that our communication devices are being tampered with, and they are, is because there are people that are concerned with how do you control the message and the voices and the identities of people behind those voices all over the globe. There are influencers and there are those who are being influenced. The church, and by the church, I'm not talking about an institution, I'm talking about you, needs to be very clear about who it is, who the church is, and needs to be very clear about its message. Amen. And the church needs to believe in its voice. Amen. The message I started off with, where Paul talks to Titus, he says, I, Paul, I am the servant of God, Amen, an apostle of Christ. So, ngiyazazi ukuthi ngingubani. And I speak this message out of the knowledge of the truth that I have. So I already believe that what I'm speaking is the truth. And I already believe that what I'm speaking is aimed at saving others. I speak what I speak because I've got knowledge, and I've got knowledge of the truth. Amen. He had so much opposition. But he believed in his message. And they believed, together with the other apostles, they believed right up until the end, up until death itself. They believed in their message. And they made sure that they preached that message. Amen. The church in 2021 needs to preach the message of Christ. Amen. You need to preach the message of Christ. Amen. Regardless of the opposition, you need to believe in it. You need to be the message itself. Amen. And push the message of Christ. Because if you believe If you believe that it is helpful to you, why would you not then share that with somebody else?
Amen.
I'm just going to say something very controversial right now, and what I'm going to say has got nothing to do with my views. All right? So this is a disclaimer. And so today we are rolling out the vaccination program globally. And there are those who have vaccinated and there are those who have not vaccinated. And there are those who believe in vaccines and there are those who don't believe in the vaccine. And many other controversies in between. And those that have vaccinated are very clear about their views about the vaccine. And they are so bold. They ask you, Uchovile. And if you haven't vaccinated, there is such a strong judgment that you are met with. Why have you not vaccinated? Imagine if we were that bold about the gospel of Christ. Are you saved? No, I'm not saved. No, I don't believe in salvation. What's wrong with you?
Amen.
Isn't that the reality today? You sit with people, and I was complaining at this wedding. I was like, we are too close to each other. I don't go out. I'm very, very, very careful, so I'm mostly at home. And suddenly, for the first time in a long time, I'm in with a group of people, and in a table there's 10 people, and we are all squashed. And it was a beautiful setup, but I just felt very claustrophobic, and nobody was wearing a mask. So I'm like, why are people not wearing masks and why are we so close to each other? And they were like, no, because we're all vaccinated. Are you not vaccinated? I'm like, whoa, well, but does the vaccine also mean that I won't get it? You know, but there is this belief that the vaccine is the it. You are fine. Therefore, we can party, we can hug, we can do everything. Can we be this bold?
Amen.